Hi guys, it's me, Justine. This is my week 9 post-op gastric bypass RNY video. I made a weekend chat video this weekend and it was like 20 minutes long. Poured my heart out in it and the friggin' thing wouldn't upload. So, I'm sorry. I guess just a couple things I talked about in that video. I'll get to my stats in just a second, but I kind of explained more so like my thoughts, and I went into more in-depth stuff about the procedures I'd had done, and just like with my scopes, my EGJs, and that hot mess. So tomorrow, Friday, marks 1 week since I had my second EGJ, and knock on wood, right now I am still able to eat food. Today is actually the first day I've gotten sick since I've had that done and had my stuff dilated. So I think the reason I actually threw up because I don't think I chewed it well enough. I'm hoping to God I'm not having any more issues with that. As far as all that goes, I feel good. I don't feel like I'm going back down that path again, but I've been wrong in the past. So I am a little bit leery and I'm a little bit hesitant to get excited over the fact. I just want to make sure I'm not having that issue anymore. It's very frustrating when you've gone through a process such as weight loss surgery and you're trying to make sure you're focusing on your goals, whether they're scale or non-scale, and it agitates you when your own body is still working against you. It's just a whole nother process. It's very frustrating. I'm sorry, I'm kind of cold, so I'm fidgeting. Alright, let's go ahead and get in then with my weight. This is week 9. I weighed 230.2 on Wednesday. I have not weighed myself today. Well, I lied. I did, but I'm not counting it because my weight does fluctuate and I shouldn't have gotten on the scale anyway. Shouldn't have got on the scale. Yeah, anyway. So last week I was 231.2 and then for week 9 I was 230.2. So I have lost 1 pound in a week. I have lost a total of 55.3 pounds since December, and I have lost 37 pounds since surgery. So I am obviously like 2 months post-op. So 37 pounds, not bad at all. Especially if you think about, I had 6 months, I don't want to call it maintenance, but I had like a 6 months pre-op stuff I had to do. And I went from 285 to 267. And that took me 6 months. So the fact that I've lost 37 pounds since June 22nd is freaking outstanding to me. I know I don't mention it a lot in my videos. I had surgery at Goshen Hospital. I think it's like called IU Goshen Health in Goshen, Indiana, with Dr. Winston Gehrig on June 22nd, 2016. For the most part, my surgery went as well as it should have. No complications until I had an esophageal spasm that got fixed with medication. And then I had some ulcers and some inflammation as well as a stricture. I had that 7 weeks out, which I probably had it longer than that, to be honest, but I just thought I thought that I was eating too fast and I wasn't, and then it got to the point where I couldn't eat anything and I couldn't really drink. My most recent stricture, I couldn't even drink any fluid. It just like boom came on like that, and I was out. I was toast. So things I'm trying to focus on. I am trying to gear up for Color Run. It's on October 8th in South Bend, Indiana. So if any of you that watch my channel are going to be there, please let me know. I would love to meet you. So my goal is to try and run as much of that as I can. So I need to start training for that. I did actually have a non-scale victory, and it kind of came out of nowhere. And it pertains to my joints. And I bring this up because if you've watched any of my videos, I have constantly complained about my hip and my knee joint pain. I've had it really bad for several years, but it has never bothered me as bad as it did until this past year when my weight got out of control. So the other day at work, I kneeled down on the ground, and I was kind of like kneeling around on the ground. I was cleaning things up, and then I got up and I was like, oh my God. I didn't have to kind of like think myself through it. I didn't have to pull myself up. I literally squatted back up off the ground. Like, it was crazy. I started doing like this happy dance, and my coworkers were like dying laughing at me because they know I wasn't able to do that stuff, 6 months ago. And hell, I couldn't even do it a couple months ago. So from June until now, just knowing that I have lost enough weights that like my joints still hurt, but it's only occasionally, and it's not as constant right now. And I'm hoping to God it just continues to get better. So I think I will be okay now if I was to start trying to run. Start with jogging. I'm going to start a couch to 5K thing. I absolutely despise exercising. However, I used to love to run. Like, I did it every day almost. It was one of my favorite things. So I want to get back in that place again, and it would be very good cardio for me. So that is my goal to work on. Food, I've not done bad. I don't know what, I've got a couple people that I follow very, very firmly on YouTube. I love watching their videos. One of them is Melly May, and she had a video about some different foods she had, and one of them was like a turkey patty, and I don't know, I was like, okay, I need to kind of branch out. I can eat meat now. I need to get my protein in, maybe if I'm not just doing all liquid with protein. And I know I love my fruits and vegetables, but I really have to eat protein too. I can't just drink it. So anyway, I was at the grocery store last week when I was waiting for my daughter to get out of cheer. I found turkey patties, like turkey burgers, and I found chicken burgers. It's just like a patty. Oh my God, the chicken ones were out of this world. Like, I grilled them. We had a cookout this past Tuesday for Girl Scouts, and I swear to God, like, I showed up with my own little baggie of a hamburger patty. It was hysterical. But it was phenomenal. I was actually able to eat probably all but like 3 little bites. I can't say they were like little, but they weren't huge bites of this burger, and I had a little bit of strawberry and like a blueberry thing that I made. It was literally just strawberries and blueberries with a little bit of water and like 2 Splenda packets. I mean, it was a huge container of it. Everybody like ate the hell out of this. So anyway, I'm trying to like branch out and do other things. And like now it's kind of hard because, my kids are in all these sports, Our daughter is in cheer and tumbling, Girl Scouts. One is in running clubs, so cross country. The other one's in soccer and has a job. And the other one's in football. And I feel like I am pulled like 19 different ways. So I'm trying to balance stuff. So I'm probably going to have to get a little bit creative with some crock pot meals that aren't starchy and aren't bad for you. I may just have to even break down, and even if I'm doing a crock pot meal for my family, maybe prep my stuff before. So this weekend I'm definitely going to work on that, and if it's something that involves me prepping, then I'm going to prep away. I mean, I don't have to worry about getting hungry. I don't get hungry, but at the same point, I want to try to make sure that I'm getting my 3 solid meals and my 2 snacks like clockwork. So I've got some things I want to adjust. Speaking of adjustments, next weekend, I probably will not have a weekend chat video, not this coming weekend, but the one after Labor Day weekend. I'm actually going to go to New York. My sister is having a birthday party. So I'm going to go into New York. We're going to go to her birthday party, and then we're going to go like almost to the Pennsylvania, New York border, and we're going to go to their cabin for a few days, and then come back home and go back to our normal routine. So I don't know if I've got time. I may do something kind of quick. This is the first time I'm really going to travel far from home after having surgery. Last time I went, it was in May, so I hadn't had my surgery yet. But something kind of fun happened. My brother-in-law gave me a call the other day and was kind of giving me details of my sister's party. And I had told him if they knew we were going to be going out somewhere to please let me know so I could buy myself a nice shirt because I'm swimming in all my other stuff. He's like, hey, Tam said, don't bother doing that. Let her know your size, and she's probably got a shirt that fits you. And I was like, holy shit, I didn't even think about that. I've never, ever in my life been able to share clothes really with anybody, or I take it back. I had a couple friends in high school, but like as an adult, or really at any point, my sisters are significantly older than I am. And there's like 18 and 15 years between us. So, like Tammy, I'm definitely closer to Tammy. And she was like, oh, yeah, just let me know your size. I'm sure I've got something. And I was like, oh, my God, I can borrow my sister's clothes. How weird is that? That's something that you never knew that you would get excited for. But I'm nervous about seeing them. But I'm also very excited. So I'll definitely kind of get everybody updated and like posted in on that. I think it'll definitely be kind of a fun experience. So we will see. Really, week 9 has not been, I guess week 9 really just started, but so far it's not so bad. As far as food and weight goes, part of me is upset that I only lost a pound from week 8 to week 9, but when I started out at the beginning of August, so on August 3rd, I was 236.8, and I am now 230.2. I've still got another week in August, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, next Wednesday's the 31st. So, I have the ability, essentially. I could lose, more weight this week. But I do know, I think my body is changing too. I finally took a picture of myself today, like side-by-side faces, and I could have fallen on the floor. I know this is stupid. It's on my phone. I'm absolutely freaking illiterate when it comes to splicing things in. But this is my side-by-side picture. The one with the glasses was the day I had surgery, right before they took me back. And the one with the yellow shirt on, that was actually today, before I went to work. So I've definitely lost some of my chin, which is freaking outstanding. And then while I'm doing this, I will show you this too, because it'll just be easier. I had my husband, I bought a bathing suit before I had surgery, and I have not wore it in public, but it fits me better now. It's definitely more snug than I would prefer. All right, here we go. Please just don't mind the crap in my room. It's kind of a hot mess. Okay, so this was yesterday. I don't know what the hell has happened, but I have kind of gone from like an apple to a pear. I have the mommy pouch crap going on down here. I had C-sections, and I just have a hot mess right there. And then this is from the front. That's kind of crap lighting. But anyway, my thighs have actually shrunk a lot. I'm getting rippling like on the inner part of my thighs now. Not a fan. But definitely on the side of my thighs, I'm definitely noticing a lot of change as well. I don't know. My hair is falling out. So many changes, you know. At this point, I don't regret my surgery. I really don't. I know I get frustrated sometimes, especially when, you know, I have those friggin' EGJs and scope things and all this other crap, but you know, this has already changed my life so significantly. I can't imagine of not having it done. So, just something to think of as far as that goes. I will kind of do a weekend chat. I want to go over my Smash book with you guys. I believe I did it in an earlier video. And I kind of want to go through that and maybe see what goals I've accomplished and kind of go through those with you guys. But that's it for today. So, thank you guys. Bye.